Carol Browner, who the president's advisor for energy and climate change, saying that the president's energy secretary, Stephen Chu, interestingly, I read about this morning, playing a major role in calling off this top kill operation. In fact, I want to read this to you. She said, Dr. Chu has been leading a team of 150 scientists. In fact, it was Dr. Chu's team that said to BP yesterday, we are very, very concerned if you continue to put pressure into that well that something even worse could happen. Dan, what's behind all of that?
Well, listen, I can certainly tell you that the administration has been very clear that the role that Secretary Chu has played in this entire process, laying out that he was there in Houston during the assessment period when they were trying to figure out whether or not they should move forward with Top Kill. And then he was also there during the operation as it was being carried out. And then after it failed during that release that the president put out yesterday, he talked about how he had talked with Secretary Chu along with others, and then they were given the word that this procedure would not go forward. So certainly, I mean, he is one of what they've referred to as the big minds, the scientists who have been brought in to carefully analyze and watch over all of the steps that are being taken in this effort to cap this underground leak. Now, the administration continues to push, on the other hand, BP in another effort. They want more transparency because Carol Browner also pointed out something that the president himself said in his recent press conference, that BP hasn't always been transparent in terms of laying out the full scale of the disaster. Take a listen.
We do realize there are some places where we could have moved more aggressively. One of them was asking for all of the data which we needed to do these flows. But it is important for people to understand BP has a vested financial interest in downplaying the size of this. We are on top of it.
Now, the president today was briefed by Carol Browner as well as Thad Allen, who is the government's top point person in the Gulf. He was told about the efforts to skim and also burn off some of that oil, also updated on this latest effort to put a containment cap over the leak. But in addition to that, the president was also updated on what they're saying will be increased efforts by officials there on the ground to, quote, be more responsive to needs identified by local communities. And this just points to something that we heard earlier from others there in the Gulf, that there's this anger, there's this frustration there that the government is not paying enough, the government and BP perhaps, not paying enough attention to some of the needs of the community. So this effort here for officials on the ground to do just that.